Hello there, this is RomWills coming back at you with yet another video. Women read a lot through your shoes. They read a lot through your shoes. They be paying attention. Now I know there's some people, now I'm famous for saying a woman will suck your dick based off your shoes. And of course you get some bammers, and I do mean bammers, who don't understand it. But women just check out shoes. In fact, I've told that to some women. I told them what I said. They said, shit, we be looking at your shoes first. And I found that your shoes mean a lot. I'll never forget when back in the day, a few months before I actually met the woman I would marry, a woman had told me, had looked at some shoes I was wearing to work. And she looked at the shoes and said, it'll be a long time before you get married. Women be checking out shoes. Women love shoes. In fact, I knew this guy, he was a player. He was selling women's shoes. But see, it's not just the shoes that they looking at. See, they looking at several other things. One, they looking at the cleanliness of your shoes. Because they figure if you keep your shoes clean, you keep the rest of you clean. And most women don't want some dirty dude running up in them. Most. There's always an exception. Trust me, you could be dusty as hell. There's some women going to get with you. But most women, they checking that out. Also, when they looking at your shoes, they checking out your social class. If you wearing like what some of those sneakerheads are wearing or something, they might be like, if they in that social class, they in that streetwear class, yeah, they'll still deal with you. But if you get some of those bougie women, they looking at your shoes too. What type of shoes you wearing, what type you have on. And in fact, you know, they also checking out your lifestyle, things of that nature. In fact, I remember when I was working in downtown DC on one of my 1,000 jobs. And I was just joking, and just real quick, I was just joking about that 1,000 at first, but I was like, nah, I worked there. But I remember there used to be some dudes who worked out in the streets. Like some dudes, and all they would do was shine shoes, but they would have like some CEOs, some attorneys, people like that getting their shoes shined. That's major. That is major. Because let me just tell you, some of you dudes who want to be up in like corporate America, you come and go into a meeting with your shoes dirty, or go into an interview with your shoes dirty, and see how important they are. See how important they are, and you can't figure it out. Or you trying to close a business deal, but your shoes are jacked up. Yeah, just think, oh, they're not important. But they're very important to women. They are very important to women. They are checking it out on many levels. And they going to read you. Now, it's not saying they're going to be perfect with it. It's not going to be perfect. But remember, when a woman is checking you out, when a woman is reading you, she only got that few minutes to do it. That few seconds to do it. Not even a few minutes. A few seconds to do it. Because say it like I use the example, always use the example of a very attractive woman. She got a minimum 20 dudes trying to get at her a day. She don't have time to check them all out and find out their personality or something. Because when women looking at you, when they're looking at your clothes, your fit, everything, they trying to get a read on your personality. Now, it's not going to say they're always going to be 100% right, but they're going to get a general idea. Because think about something. If you wearing some dirty old shoes, they ripped up or something like that, you're not going to like that. Like my oldest son, he just got him a new pair of shoes yesterday because the shoes, one of the pairs of shoes he's wearing, notice I said one of the pairs of sneakers he's wearing, getting kind of worn out. He was like, yeah, I need some new ones. But women are checking that. Women are checking that out, and they're trying to get an idea. You wearing some boots? You wearing some, you might be wearing some slides or something. You might be wearing some open back mules or something. You wearing something. They trying to get an idea about, okay, what's this guy about? What type of shoes he's wearing? Oh, okay, he wearing those shoes, they look nice. This like says something. Because when they looking at your shoes, they trying to get an idea about your personality. They trying to get an idea about your social class, your subculture, culture, whatever, who you are. Now they looking at other parts too, but I really wanted to emphasize shoes. Because like I said, there's some guys like, oh, shoes aren't important. Like there was some Bama talking about he had 3 businesses, but shoes weren't important. Come on, man. What kind of businesses you working in? Because even if you're a blue collar dude, they looking at your shoes to see if you blue collar. And there are some women who like that. Like that's something that's very important. Because you have to, if you going out here trying to attract women, you got to pay attention to all of that. Make sure your shoes are clean. I don't care what style you wear. They checking that out because they feeling like if you clean your shoes, you cleaning everything else. Or if the shoes are running down, and like you might have a heel or something that's running down, you can go get that replaced or even get some new shoes. But they are paying attention to that. Trust me, even if you don't think it. They'll do it real quick, probably in like 1/5 of a second, half of a second. But they are looking at it and they trying to get an idea. And like I said, it doesn't, you don't know if they're going to be perfect with it. Because no woman's going to be 100%, but they read a lot into it. They read a lot into it. And in fact, if you're trying to get a certain type of woman, it depends on the type of shoes you wear. Because if for whatever reason, you're trying to get a ratchet woman, I don't know why, they looking at your shoes. If you're trying to get some upper class woman, they looking at your shoes. This is very important to them. And just real quick, it's not even so much about the brand of shoes. It's not even so much about the brand, but it's how you keep them, the style of them, how clean you keep them, and they looking at that, and they'll start there and start looking up. They'll start looking up, you know, and depending on the woman, they might start around your midsection or something, but that's another video. But your shoes are very important. Your shoes are very important. So you got to think about that. You got to think about what shoes you wearing, everything. Don't think you can just throw on anything and the women aren't paying attention to it, okay? Don't even take that chance because they always paying attention, always. Shoot, one of my sons, not the one who just got some shoes, he had a rip on the inside of his shoes. He was like, nah. No, he is like, if it get the slightest little thing, he knows he got to wear them. And they don't wear the shoes every day. And that's something else too. If you got any type of shoes, like sneakers, casual shoes, whatever, don't wear them every day. That's something. Give them some time to air out. All right? So anyway, pay attention to that. All right? Very important. All right? So anyway, that's all I have for right now. Take care of those shoes. Take care of those shoes. And have a, just real quick, and I say this in my book, Nice Guys and Players, have a shoe shine kit somewhere around your house, okay? Always keep that. Always have the ability to clean your shoes, whatever you got, okay? So anyway, that's all I got for today. For right now, I always say today. For right now, I'll get back with y'all. Peace and blessings.